welcome to the Beat Conductors, where DJs and producers mix it down. I'm your man DJ OhLow, coming live from the crates one more time. Today's episode is a very extraordinary episode. We've got two young producers, both from VA, from Nova, repping Northern Virginia to the fullest. Both of these dudes do some sampling. They use digital software. They use, a few records and stuff here and there to sample off of. I'm not going to talk too much about it, so let's just get right into it. We're going to start out with my man L24 Prime, representing the southern part of Northern Virginia. And he's going to just break down a beat for you, and he's going to get into a few little chops he's got, little acoustic chops. But let's check him out, L24 Prime.
What's up, beautiful people? And the rest of you, welcome to the Beat Conductors. This your boy L24 Prime. And you already know, hip-hop, producer, extraordinaire, whichever. Listen, I'm a PC guy, so I use Fruity Loops 7 and 10. That's right, best of both worlds, past and present. Whichever, you know what I mean? Today, I'm going to show you how to break down a beat. And then, I'm going to go ahead and show you something of myself. Let you listen to what I sound like, because music is what feelings sound like. Thank you, Joe Budden. Hey, stay tuned. What's up, everybody? So I'm going to show you how I break down a beat. So, like I said before, FL Studio 7 and 10. Right now, the sample comes from Samantha Darnell. She's a local artist out of Maryland, Bel Air, Maryland, that is. Went to a few of her shows, and I liked her stuff, so this is what I'm going to do for her. I'm going to play the sample first, the original track. Now, with my beats, I love guitar, I love things of that nature, so being able to sample that and chop it up, I love vocal chops. Honestly, if I can't really get a vocal chop out of a sample, I really don't use it. So we're just going to listen to her sing a little bit.
I had a dream my grandma came sat on the edge of my bed. She leaned close and with a voice I haven't heard in a year, she said.
And so that's it's a little bit of the original track that I'm going to use. I went ahead and pre-chopped everything for you guys, and to conserve time and things of that nature. So I use what I do is I use Edison in FL Studios, and with doing that, I also change the pitch, and sometimes I change the speed of it as well. And this is what one of the chops sound like. As you can hear, it's the guitar sped up just a little bit and a slighter tone, and then a different one here. Another vocal chop, and I'm just going to do a few more here. And this one here slowed it down immensely, but it's still one of the chops there. Oftentimes what I'll do is I'll take one large chop, and if I can pull up the Edison here.
Sing for us, sing for us, sing for us.
Usually I'll take one part of the song that I really, really like, and I'll use that one huge chop, and then I'll just chop that bigger chop into smaller chops. But mainly I stick with vocals when I do chop. And before this happens, with putting everything together, as far as vocals and chops from the samp, I'll go ahead and lay down the drums. I very much love doing the bass and snare first before I add in anything else, and definitely try to figure out the BPMs. So here's just the simple bass and snare. Let me see if I can get it here. Now lately when I've been doing bass and snare, I like to do a different personality for the verse and a different personality for the hook. It's definitely a page I took from Kanye West's book. I'm just studying all of his music. And we can add in different hi-hats and stuff like that, and cymbals, different percussion instruments. Same pattern, different instrument. Now let's go ahead and run it back and see what that sounds like with some of the chops here. Let me get you going here. personality, different feel within the verse. Even though it sounds like an intro, nowadays a lot of people, they just rhyme over vocals as well. Now that part of the sample that you're hearing, it's actually a backwards sample. In Fruity Loops rather, there is something that you can do to reverse the sample that you've chopped. And so this is what the forward sample sounds like. And this is what the reverse sample sounds like. Now doing that, it creates a different personality to the beat, for me anyway, in which the artist can really feel. But it's one of those things where people say, well, I can't hear the bass. Well, if you took the bass out of a song, then you wouldn't be able to feel the song. So that's an example that I use there for that, just flipping the sample. And we're going to go ahead and listen to it without the vocal chops. And you can hear the difference in the with the sample flip here. Again, forward sample. And I'm going to drop the hi-hat so you can really listen to it. So with that, it gives it definitely a different feel to the beat. So what I'm going to do now is play the entire thing from front to back. Now, when I also say most time, I'll actually reveal the sample within the beat as an intro or an outro. Seeing as all my music is, without monetary gain, hopefully it's not a problem. So we're going to go ahead and find this. Let me see if I can find it. I don't have it queued, I'm sorry. Here we go. Okay, so the original name of the song is Sing For Us, but I renamed it to I Had a Dream. And this is what it sounds like. From front to back. And even though it's still the original part, I've added a little bit of reverb to it. So. Because sometimes with chops and stuff like that, producers just like to create a loop and then just add drums and call it a beat. Me personally, I don't agree with that. I don't have anything against it. Some of the greatest songs are just loops. In history, 99 to Infinity, they reminisce over you. They're all just like loops. But to bring a new flavor to producing, this is what I like to do. 808s on the hook. And a small sound effect from one of the drum kits that I use. The vocal chop. What's up, everybody? You just see me break down a beat monstrously. Right now I'm going to play you something that, represents me. Let you know who L24 Prime is. It's another sampled track, Florence and the Machine. I call it One Night. to see me break down a beat, you heard a little bit of what I sound like, you already know how I feel. So guess what? If you want to get at me, do it. YouTube.com/L24Prime. That's capital L, number 2, number 4, PRIME. And you know what? You want to shout at me? Go ahead. Twitter.com/L24Prime. Facebook, a little more complicated. Facebook.com/L24Prime Music. Yo, shout outs to Mars the MC on Twitter. On Twitter also Microwave NC. The whole entire Outer Limits fam. My man's Adrian Bless. Pick up that prayer beads. Adrian Bless out of Philly. What's up? And definitely Natalia Robles. Check her out. _Natalia Robles. I'm coming to see you soon. And Lil Tiger. You already know what it is. Last but not least, definitely the most important, all my fam, the Beat Conductors. Shout out to them. Thank you. We'll see you later.
Yeah, that's my man L24Prime. You just saw him chop up that acoustic guitar sample with the I like his chop game, by the way, man. I like the way he chops stuff up. I like that first sample he introduced, man. It was pretty dope. The female vocalist, the vocal samples is pretty ill, man. I like his philosophy behind making beats too. Is just looping up, just taking straight loops and adding drums. It just doesn't cut it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that he likes to chop up his drums. But let's keep it moving. We're gonna go right into another young producer by the name of Young Soul, representing the west side of Northern Virginia. He's an up-and-coming producer. His chop game is pretty ill too. He samples from vinyl. He uses some digital software. He's working with TRN, Top Ramen Noodles. You know what I'm saying? This is my man Young Soul. Check him out. Beat Conductors.
Welcome to Beat Conductors, y'all. This is yours truly, Young Soul. I'm going to show you guys what software and how I break down beats. The software I use is Fruity Loops 9. I have my turntables too that I use to sample, and I use acoustic MP3 player to break it down and get it in MP3 form and load it up in Fruity Loops. I'm going to show you guys how I break down a beat first, and then after that I'm going to show you one of my final beats. Hope you guys enjoy this. For this beat I'm about to show you guys how I'm break it down, I sampled this one record called Thank God It's Friday. Particular song I use, Thelma Houston, Love Masterpiece. I'm just show you a little bit of what I sample. I do want to show you guys the whole record, but I just ended up sampling that first particular part of the song, the beginning. And what you do is you can just convert it to MP3 form using any program. I use acoustic. I load it into Fruity Loops, and what I first start doing is I start looping the beat, the sample I want to use, because making a beat is all about timing. You want to get that right timing. So this is what I started out with. Nice simple loop. What I start out with too is using a snare. You can use Fruity Reverb on Fruity Loops to get that nice echo, get that nice crisp snare. That's what I use on this one. From there, you start going downhill. You can add a kick to it, whichever one you want. My hi-hat. And another thing I could add is just random instruments, just going through, sifting through any instrument, see if it works with the beat you're using. I use this particular one. Thing I usually do is add my bass, because from there I can just ride the beat. This one, just add a nice simple bass. that's how I usually get started. I'm gonna show you the finished beat that I had after this. I like to build it up in the beginning. What I like to do too is in between, throughout the song, just break down the beat and add some vocals. For this particular beat, that's the currency that's in. Just break it back down. That's basically how I like to break down a beat. I just showed y'all how I broke down a beat. Next thing I'm going to show you guys is one of my finished beats that best represents what I do and my soul and what I put into music. That Marvin, when I started hearing the sample, it just brewed up in me, man. I just let it roll. It was just one of those late nights, you just dig into the crates. That's just another one of my beats, you know. Show you guys. So y'all just saw me break down a beat, show you one of my final beats. And hope y'all can shout me out too, get at me. I'm gonna set up my Reverb page, Young Soul, Facebook Young Soul as well. Y'all can just look me up, please, Google anything. And shout out to my mother, one and only. I wouldn't be able to do this stuff without her. J to Little, and shout out to Beat Konductaz as well. Peace.
It's a Friday, got paid. You know what I'm saying? Thank God it's Friday, man. What a ill sample Young Soul just gave you guys. You know what I mean? Took it off that wax. You know, chopped it up right. I like the pianos. I like the sounds that he chose to use for that beat. Another ill producer from Nova, man. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely up and coming. I've been talking to Young Soul back and forth in the past few weeks, man, and we've just been chopping it up about hip hop. He's definitely a hip hop head. He definitely is a young soul, you know what I mean? He's what you call, he's actually what you call old soul, because he's a young cat, but he's got an old soul, you know what I mean? True to the golden era of hip hop. But there it is, man. You saw L24 Prime chop it up. You saw my man Young Soul chop it up. They both gave you some nice, some flavor. They both gave you some ill vibes to listen to. And this is another episode, man. It's the Beat Konductaz, you know what I'm saying? Definitely check us out on the website. If you're not on the website right now, go to the website, www.beatkonductaz.com. Follow us on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Find us on Facebook, whatever you got to do, man. Let's make this happen. 2013 is right around the corner, you know what I'm saying? This 2012 Beat Konductaz stuff is about to be wrapped up, man. So stay in tune. I know the next episode is going to be ill, man. I know what it is, but you need to stay tuned to find out what it is. But here you go. It's your man, DJ OhLow. Live from the crates, Beat Conductaz, where DJs and producers mix it up. Mix it down, whatever you want to do, side to side, left and right. It's DJ OhLow, peace. Beat Conductaz, I'm out.